Anyway, you were saying?
I believe that cryptids do exist. I haven't had any encounters with them, but they definitely exist, and I also feel like people don't get out enough to encounter them. So I feel like that's where the stigma of, oh, they just don't exist comes from.
I
That's
think
my
that
take on it.
I think that well, I mean, okay, but like people have been exploring like, Midwest stuff forever. And I think, well, how old is Bigfoot?
Because
How old is like the legend of Bigfoot?
pretty recent,
Yeah,
but
like
I'm not talking about Bigfoot. I'm talking about like skinwalkers, flesh
oh,
pedestrians, Wendigos,
no, like yeah, like
things
the
like that.
okay. Well, how recent is that
Like,
stuff?
oh, ancient.
Yeah.
Like the Native Americans fucked around with them.
And you want to know something
And
else that like is kind of creepy? Like everybody, all right, Uncanny Valley, right?
yeah, the Uncanny Valley.
It's something we've developed.
Yeah,
Why?
for a reason. And
Yeah.
I I was doing research because Utah does have some like cryptid, including mainly skinwalkers, from what I understand.
Oh, really?
And it's yeah, and
Okay, those are
it's
just Mormons.
really
Don't be
fucking
rude.
fuck off. But yeah, it's really creepy, and I've been going on this binge. Like,
It is pretty terrifying. The film I wanted to get you to watch, the Mandela Catalog. Holy sh! That's the kind of
but
shit. Like that's the new. I hate things that look semi-human, like the Demogorgon from
yeah, yeah,
Stranger
yeah.
Things and the
So
Windigos from Until Dawn or whatever that game was. Those are
so my
terrifying.
thing is like when I'm explaining like how these things exist to people, it's like,
Well, that's a little bit more difficult.
well, for me, I use an analogy. It's how many crickets and spider, how many crickets does a spider kill in a year?
Like,
A lot.
actually,
But
no,
how many get away?
no. I mean, first,
One or two.
I think a spider needs
The
to eat like once a month.
but like you get
That's
the
like
analogy.
12.
This is an
Right.
analogy.
I do have to question how this applies to how a Wendigo. Like, are you saying like
Yeah,
people?
I'll tie it in. I'll tie it in.
Okay,
So a spider eats a bunch of
crickets.
crickets
And the
in a
spider's the
year,
Wendigo,
right?
and we're the crickets.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many crickets get away? One or two, right?
All the crickets that it didn't eat. Or
Well,
you
the
mean
ones
like
that it's
how many
interacted with.
had encounters and got away?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
How many had encounters? Not many because the
Right.
spider is the apex predator for the crickets. So
Spiders
when the
rely
crickets
on more of a hold
like
still kind
you
of. You mean like jumping spiders?
yeah, or
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
like a predator, like a proper predatory spider that goes out and like actively hunts its prey. But
Okay. Sure.
what I'm saying is, how many of those crickets get away and go back to their little cricket families and say, "I had this encounter," and how many believe
Right.
them?
No, not
We
many
know that it
because they're
exists.
crickets.
We know,
Okay.
yeah,
Yes.
but
Yes.
we
Yes. In a
know
world
that,
where the crickets were like sentient. Yes. I mean,
but we
wait,
know
but crickets
of,
know spiders exist.
yeah.
They know
But I'm
spiders
saying,
exist. Like,
yeah, well, no, not really. They
yes,
don't
they
like have a
do.
concept of a spider. They just have a concept of predator.
No, but
They don't know
enough.
what a spider is.
No, but like, okay, okay. First of all,
So
if it's like a
what I'm
really
saying is,
small like family where they're like barely conscious but they have no idea of things out like a the giver situation, like a tiny commune
yeah.
of crickets that have no
But like
idea anything else exists, then maybe
what
they'd
I'm
have
trying to
difficulty
say is
believing.
what I'm trying to say
But just
is
imagine when they discover people.
there's some things out in nature, out in like the sticks that we don't know exists,
Okay, but
or we refuse to acknowledge, or the government is hiding from us.
okay, SCP theory is like fucking like the SCP. I don't know anything about the SCP,
No,
but it's
it's not
like
the SCP. It's not even that. It's the fucking CIA, FBI, National Forest Service. Like that group
mhm.
hides shit.
Okay, okay, and I
And
do believe that the CIA hides shit because they're fucking the CIA. All right, listen,
yeah,
if ever there was an evil corporation or a government like thing in this world, it's the goddamn CIA, and it's so
yeah.
memeable. But FBI, I think FBI in it because it operates in the States. It's kind of like a just a more networked set of like evil of dickhead police who,
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't really
My
know if
point, my point is that I personally believe that there are some things that have not been discovered
yeah, right. I
or
mean, like
are
bottom of the
refused to
ocean
be
shit.
acknowledged
Or if you've watched
or are being hidden.
what I think is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Um
that's my take on things.
well, the question you got to ask though is okay, evolution is a real thing, right? And I'm all for, whatever religion and whatnot. Me personally, my version of religion ties in with evolution, and we're all
Okay.
sleeping in matrix pods at the end of the day. But that here, neither here nor there. Evolution is a visible thing. What is it called? Geological dating or whatever, carbon dating,
Yeah,
shit
carbon
like that.
dating.
Right?
I know what you're
I
talking
mean,
about.
there's proof. I mean, looking at animals, compared to like previous versions, there's obvious similarities, and scientists can trace bone contouring. You know what I mean? In different ways, like they could take a skeleton, and like, oh yeah, that's how that's became this way with that. And there's so many ways to do it that only like the mega nerds know about. Um,
Yeah.
that are just like, super duper stuff. How would something like a Windigo evolve without,
It wouldn't evolve because that's the thing. It's supernatural. So evolution,
well, I
yeah,
mean,
I believe it exists
unless
in
it's like
normal animals.
okay, if
It's
but
not normal animal. A Wendigo it's more of a spirit being. It's more of a fucking like think of like what a
well,
ghost is, but materialize that into something that will eat
that's a
you and kill you.
whole other can of worms. Because
But
at
like
the end of the day, our universe runs on rules, and those rules are called physics. And whilst we don't understand, well, like magic and ghost stuff can be physics we don't understand, like there would be evidence. Like if you gave a caveman, if like let's say we set off
there,
a
I think
nuclear bomb, or like we shot a gun around a caveman, the caveman would think it was fucking magic. But at the end of the day, uh, there'd be
I
like
think I
yummy
think
powder to
that
lick off the ground, and the caveman would understand that.
I think that there is evidence that these beings exist, and there's well documented cases, but it's being suppressed
I think we killed them all.
by
I think we killed them all.
XYZ government.
I think we
Well, no,
No,
there,
I honestly like humans. I think that in that period of where humans were like that, couple million years where we were evolving, I mean, we wiped out the Neanderthals, we wiped out the Lucys, I mean, literally, and I think that's what the Uncanny Valley for, because fucking the default of humanity is to pick up stick and just slaughter everything. Like just murder, just fucking
yeah.
relentless, like just fathomless killing. And I'm gonna be honest, let's say we took like the Demogorgon from Stranger Things, right?
What does that fucking thing even look like? Hold on.
No, yeah, we gotta show you that show. Okay, better thing. Let's say we took like,
Oh, it's the split face thing.
yeah, it's scary. Let's say we took
Okay.
something like that and we threw it around humans, right? I mean, it'd be a fucking monster, right? I mean, it'd be killing things. It'd be
Mm-hmm.
picking people out. Eventually, fucking humans would get sick of it. They'd send out, the men with their torches and their fucking sticks, and all this would be happening over the course of anywhere from, 1 year to 5 years to 10 years to whatever. And
I'll I'll send
they'd
you the
fucking
videos that
murk
I've been
it.
watching.
They'd fucking murk it, and there'd be no evidence. You know what I mean? Because that tribe would, disappear in the next 100 years, and there'd be nothing to like ever let this thing know. It was a one-off thing. Maybe the alien spaceship crashed or the dimensional portal happened. You know what I mean? And that was
Yeah,
it. That was just a wrap. It's a fucking wrap. Like, I honestly think that humanity is like the biggest. I think that we should take the Witcher approach. Just humanity is the biggest and most scary thing out there. We're fucking
yeah,
rats with the power of the sun in the palm of our hand.
yeah.
We're
That,
insane. And that is personally why I don't give a shit well, okay, why I'm not afraid of cryptids too much, you know?
yeah.
Because laws of physics apply and the flesh bodies can lose their flesh.
I mean, true. But I sent you two links. The first one is where I kind of got into the cryptid thing because it talks about like gnome people. in that first
Have you
one.
seen that episode of Gravity
And
Falls?
no, I haven't, but
Oh,
I've I think I've interacted with gnomes
okay. Do tell.
because
It started when an alien device did what it did and stuck itself upon his wrist.
once I was hiking alone a couple months ago, and I went out into this clearing that I usually go to, right? And I set up a hammock, and then the wind started picking up, so I broke the hammock down and started to walk back. And there's this other little clearing, and when I looked into that clearing, I saw a teepee, which I'm pretty sure just some teenagers do. But then I saw this like imagine a hexagon. Hexagons have six sides, right?
Sure. Hex
Yeah,
6.
yeah. I saw a hexagon with I couldn't tell what animal it was, but it looked like a ferret
Okay.
dead on the inside, like out of some sort of ritual.
All right.
And while I was looking at the fucking hair on the back, like it was an internal
All right. You get
like
creeped out.
fucking. It wasn't so much creeping out, like it was the internal caveman brain
Yeah.
saying something is wrong. You need to leave. And I look up and look around, and I didn't see anything, but I could feel that something was watching me.
And you knew it was
Like
you knew it was gnomes.
I don't know what it was, but I'm assuming that it was gnomes
Yeah.
because of the structure and the hexagon, the ritual, whatever it was.
Well,
But I I
yeah,
can't say for
that's
certain. I can't give like 100%. Like, yeah, I saw a gnome man, but I definitely feel like there's something there watching me. Oh, hey, Johnny.
Hey Johnny, you jumped in the middle of our downloading Payday 2 podcast. Mocha was just telling us his experience with gnomes. I was wondering if you have any experiences with the supernatural.
Um, I actually played a Ouija board with my friends in high school, and I asked how I was supposed to die, and it spelled out car, and
And then it
then
became an auto mechanic.
no, well that doesn't help the fact, but later
Yeah.
that day when I was walking my dog, in all black BMW came flying down the road, I'm going past the red light, and it was like an inch or two away from hitting me.
Dude,
Oof.
fucking weird.
I know,
So,
bro, it
Johnny,
was
do you do
nutty.
you want do you want me to repeat the story that I was telling?
Sure, I'll hear it. Let's go.
A hexagon made out of sticks, dug out in the middle, and there was like a dead ferret. I don't know what animal it was, but it looked like a dead ferret, like the long cylindrical shape and the face of the fucking whiskers, right?
Yeah, that was probably a
And
ferret.
from what I understand, it was probably gnomes, like gnome people,
Why is it gnome people out of everything?
That's a good
because
question.
they're because with skinwalkers and flesh pedestrians and Windigos, from what I understand, Windigos aren't really out in this direction. They're more northeastern, like Maine, Pennsylvania, like that area, like up north.
Mm.
And skinwalkers have a wretched smell to them. Like from what I've read, it smells like a
What
dying
if you were downwind
animal
or upwind?
carcass.
You could have been upwind.
It's so potent that you can smell it from wherever.
Oh,
Like if
okay.
it's in your vicinity, you will smell it. I've heard it described as imagine a dead animal rotting in the sun
Right.
at like in the Mojave Desert in the mud puddle.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Ew.
That's what I've been described. That's what's
well,
described
because they're wearing
to
skin.
me.
It's biological
Yeah,
material deteriorating.
it smells
Oh,
like
yeah.
death and decay,
Yeah,
and
it
I didn't
stands to
smell
reason.
that. And there weren't any other signs of skinwalkers. Normally, skinwalkers will call out to you in a voice of someone who's been taken by them. So, for example,
How would that
if let's
work?
say I don't know. I
Okay.
need to do more research on
It
that,
reminds me
but
of
they steal the voice of the person
Well,
and
because
they
you
can
have
only
vocal
say
cords, right? And
they can
that's,
only
you
say
know,
the one line that they know that they heard before they killed them. So, for example, I've heard it be I've heard from other people say it was
wait,
help me.
that's creepy. Oh,
Yeah, I
do you
know.
have those
yeah,
And
dude.
clips?
It
I don't know.
reminds me,
But
bro.
the thing is, the way that you can tell from what I understand, if they repeat it they can only do it in one way, the same tone, the same inflection, the same cadence.
Right.
Sounds almost like it's a recording. And
Dude,
that's another
That's how you know it's
sign
a
from whatever.
skinwalker.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's how I understand it.
That reminds me of a movie I've seen where it's this bear that has like a human skull, like for a face, and it
That
repeats.
that sounds more like a Windigo than anything else because
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Wendigos are magical spirits.
the Windigo originally was a creature that would like the tribe. I don't remember what tribe it was, but apparently the lore within the tribe, it was verbal, like stories passed down from generation to generation. It was that someone went mad and ate human flesh, and then the dark spirits possessed them,
That sounds
and they
kind of like
became witchy and evil, and they sent out other people to go kill them. That's how I understand it, but it's out here in Utah and like the Southwest, it's more skinwalkers, and it's imagine the way that I envision them. Have you seen SCP-096?
no.
yeah,
Like what it's supposed
yeah,
to
I've
be?
seen that.
It's a really tall, lanky, pale, white humanoid, no genitals, just skin and bones.
Yeah,
That's how I imagine it looks like a skinwalker looks like. And
Well, no, I mean,
I,
I think it'd be something like
yeah,
Pizza the Hut from, or you guys know from Spaceballs, because it'd be all that flesh and things
maybe, I don't
rotting
know.
off the corpse,
But
unless their body supplies, nutrient keeps the cells alive. But in which case they wouldn't really need any more
people,
skin. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the intricacies. I might have to like go to the natives down south and ask and like
Look, I
interview them.
don't
But
recommend. I mean, at the one hand that would be cool, but on the other hand, there is a 50-50 coin flip chance you're gonna get called a retard. You're gonna get called an
maybe.
idiot.
But
You're just
I
gonna
think
be
it's worth
like,
the chance.
I
just like
I
the white
I
people wiped out our
honestly
entire race, pushed us west, and this
I
for people
honestly
that ask us
believe
about
that
Wendigos.
skinwalkers. If it
Oh,
was like in Maine, that would be Windigo territory. But I heard somewhere that the like logical explanation that people have come up with was that in the dark winters up there, because it gets like really hard up there to survive during the winter, someone would kill another tribe member and eat them, and then they would go insane because of it due to like the guilt or something. That's the logical explanation I've heard, but I personally more believe in the like spiritual side of it. But for
Yeah,
skinwalkers, I don't know how they're created, so I couldn't
I
tell
think
you.
they're a bit of
But
an alien type of thing.
maybe. And
yeah.
also there have been a lot of documented cases of like aliens out in like Arizona, Nevada, like the Four
Well, yeah,
Corners
yeah.
area. So
Mm,
I don't know. I'm not in that area enough to like have encounters with it, but I can definitely tell you that that one time out near it was really close to where I live. Hey, remember that trail that we went up
Sure.
together? It
Yeah.
was a bit further up that way.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So
but the problem is, you'd think that like a magical spirit would be like way, way deeper in the
yeah,
forest,
and that's why
Or
I'm a
the,
little skeptical of it, but it's still I can still tell you the
and
exact feeling of
I don't
like the
understand
panic,
how,
the
because it's
realize
like,
that something's being watched.
right, but Utah doesn't have much cover.
Yeah, it
Utah does,
does.
I mean, it doesn't have that many like huge forests. I've
Yes,
seen,
it does. The Uinta Mountains and the Wasatch Front.
but how many of those have
They're
been like properly trailed out?
they're you can definitely get into the sticks, like away from everything in the Uinta Mountains, not so much on the Wasatch Front.
So we could
So
probably rule the Wasatch Front out because think of
yeah,
it like animals,
I
like a cat's not gonna
yeah
go anywhere near humans if it can help it. And
yeah
like areas where humans tread a lot, animals are pretty much
yeah.
stay out of the way.
There are a couple spots near
Do you
where
think
I
that
live that
skinwalkers
are
have
pretty wild, like pretty untamed.
do you think
Because
skinwalkers have like proper like consciousness or they're just like animals?
no, I believe that they're
I think their sole
animals.
intention is to kill things, and that's it.
Yeah, like
So if we
a
killed Johnny
apex
and laid his
predator.
human flesh out, we could like bait one out.
No, because from what I understand, they don't go after. It's odd because I have heard stories of skinwalkers hunting other animals,
Of
like
course.
deer, coyotes,
I mean, how would we
possums, and
Yeah,
kill
other
a
things like that.
skinwalker though?
From what I understand, it has to be a silver bullet for some reason. I don't
I think
know,
that's a
like the
werewolf.
I thought it
reasoning
was you
behind
burn
it.
it with fire.
Either
It would be
burning it with fire,
incredibly flammable. It would be
like
really
fire,
flammable.
or a silver bullet. That's
I
what I've
don't.
heard. I could be confusing with something.
Silver is up against werewolves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a
it
little bit more
it lends
research, but
credence because
fire,
you guys be surprised
fire
how much
hot,
shit a silver bullet kills. And
Yeah.
fire too. Well, I think the reason that fire kills is because like humans, I believe that most of these legends, these cryptids, these things were like, you know, invented, brought up, or spotted, way, not gonna, I'm gonna lend some people, but
Oh wait, no.
like way back when fire was like the new shit, like the iPhone
Yeah.
Fire, and
I think the root out a skinwalker is to use fire.
because they'll
I
what run away from it.
I don't know,
Well, it doesn't
but
look like a human.
No defined one.
I've
Like, let's say the
yeah.
skinwalker impersonating someone. You put everyone in a room and you hold a flame close to them, and the
Well, no,
human is
because
supposed to react to it. But the
the
skinwalker
thing,
can't really feel anything, so it
Well, you
like
got it. Well, hold
sounds.
on. If it's like I've
so
had a candle.
with
Candle doesn't even. You can like put your finger in the fire and it won't hurt you. Like it's gotta be.
if you're gonna
You know what I mean?
if you're gonna like if there's a skinwalker in the room with you, you're gonna smell it
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of the rotting flesh, the putrid smell of it.
and
That's
you
how
could
I've
just like walk up
with
to it, get a
all the
sniff check.
accounts with all the accounts that I've seen, there's always a mention of the smell. So that's a solid fact for me because of
Yeah.
how many like different sources all say the same like stench.
Yo, Theo.
What's up?
Okay, so have you guys ever smelled something like really bad? Like so bad
Yeah,
it like
I
makes you
have.
like swoon and like if you don't get away from it, you'll
I
throw up.
can't say
Yeah.
I have yet.
I've
I'm
been
sure I
around that
will eventually.
before.
I've had
It.
one of those like moments. I don't remember what it was because I'm good with formaldehyde, which is what gets most people. Because it's
So
not the
hold on.
smell, it's the
Well, yeah,
association
no,
of what the smell
this
means.
yeah.
And
So
I've had I think I've smelled not a rotting human corpse, but
so
a rotting
on
like something
Wikipedia,
a couple times.
It
Rotting
a
skunk,
skinwalker
maybe.
comes from the Navajo culture.
Right.
This is a direct quote. In Navajo culture, a skinwalker is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn in, possess, and disguise themselves as an animal. The term is never used for healers.
Dude,
So, so I
It's
feel
a
I
witch. It's like a human that's been
so
like
yeah. So I think skinwalkers are different from flesh pedestrians. I think the term flesh pedestrian and skinwalkers, like skinwalker encompasses it all,
can we just like
but there are
hyphenate to
different like
fledestrian?
subtypes. Say again.
Fledestrian.
Well, I'm gonna look up flesh pedestrian. Flesh
these dude,
pedestrian.
like, there's videos I've seen where like, there's like hunters and trappers and trees and they're hunting deer, and this guy was he was upwind of a deer, and a deer just automatically locks eyes with him, even though he's up in the trees and wearing camouflage. And usually deer can't see
Because
that.
scent is such a
Well, you'd be surprised.
No, but the hunter was oh no, he was downwind, so the deer couldn't smell him either. He just locked eyes automatically.
Downwind is meaning that he is. Oh wait, I guess downwind. I don't know. Still, he probably like shifted or something.
Well, but if you're in the trees, the trees are gonna
fuck
shift
that.
automatically.
Oh, okay. I think I found like a legitimate video.
Oh God. Is it anything better or worse than Mandela Catalog?
I couldn't tell you. How do I fucking link it from Reddit?
You found a Reddit video?
Yeah, here, I'll send it to the group
They
chat.
deleted my favorite like cryptic subreddit. It was called like Infinite Oceans or something, and basically it was a bunch of people. Like 90% of it was ironic, but there was the 10% that fucking wasn't, and that shit got upvoted. Like if you hit top
Yeah,
of all time, it was all like seriously legit, and people were in the comments. And so it's really hilarious because most of the subreddit was ironic and just like memeing, but when that one dude who genuinely believed came around, they just like all hailed the king. You know what I mean? There was no shit talk,
yeah.
there was no trying to disprove. It was just like he's here, he's doing it. Upvote. And that was cool to me. So my payday's got it's halfway there.
I sent it in the group chat on Instagram.
Imagine trying to get these videos to like, because I am recording this because it's great content. But
Yeah,
how
I'm
am I
fine
gonna
with
get
it.
this on like?
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, the problem is that there's
Like,
no
save
visual.
this. Like, save this and just put it as like an audio recording of like podcast episode or like
Well, yeah, I'd have to cut out
just
some things,
chilling.
but yeah,
Yeah,
I'll go through it, and I can put like creepy music in the background too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or like
I'll
just
steal
record
it.
footage on another time.
Well, I mean, what I mean, I need something good to look at, or else people are gonna be bored out of their minds, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I'm on D2 right now. I'm about to go play some Dead Eternity.
uh, I'm sure I'm
We're
gonna.
downloading Payday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got mine downloaded already.
Okay.
Yeah, same. So just went on Halo.
Yeah, it's been weird. But if I hit install, it doesn't tell me that there's not enough room on the hard drive and that it needs to install on the leftovers, and then it does, and then it's like wow, thanks. Could have done that a couple days ago.
Yeah, and like, mm, so at first I didn't believe in the paranormal crap, but so my friend Sam back at home, she's a medium, and so like she can see auras and all that crap, and she can do like
Oh,
palm
you said
readings.
medium, and I was thinking like on what like spectrum there.
Mm, No,
Shut up.
but like she's like super spiritual type of person,
Like,
and
has that connection.
yeah, she's got the connection.
Because some people are born with it. Like
Yeah,
straight up, they're born with it, and they're born with the ability to like see that stuff.
yes,
It's really
and so
interesting.
I was never a paranormal person,
Yeah,
but ever since I met Sam when I was freshman in high school. Me and her are still friends now, and
yeah,
but like she convinced me that they exist, and so now every time I enter like a new building or a place I've been, um, I always just say under my breath that like I give respect to any spirits or any things that linger there, just so I don't get haunted or possibly
yeah,
killed.
Well, there's not gonna be
yeah.
any spirits in anything made after like 1970, and the only
Well,
spirits you're
no,
gonna find in any of those buildings are gonna be like Grandpa Cocaine Nose or something, and he's just gonna
well,
come
not even
around
that.
screaming his head off.
It's if a person dies with unfinished business, the place they die is the place they're they're cursed to roam.
Yeah.
Right, but
So it's possible to get spirits from today in a house. Like that's entirely possible.
yeah, but like not in like your dentist's office.
Oh well, no, unless a person died at a dentist's office, which that office would be closed.
Wait. If we have an office building and a guy like falls down an elevator shaft, is it the whole building or just like
Um,
the office that he died in or something?
well, it would be the entire building, but the spot, like the very specific spot he died, will be the most like
Yeah, the
the
bottom
most
of the elevator
potent.
shaft.
Yeah, like the bottom elevator shaft will be the most potent spot to find proof that the spirit is lingering. The whole office building should be
Have
the
you guys
stomping ground
played
for hauntings.
Phasmophobia yet?
No, I've
No,
seen
I
a lot of
haven't.
videos on it
You'd get
though.
a kick out of it. Maybe
I've
one
seen
day.
VR videos of it, and
I have
Yeah.
played it in VR. It's actually less scary in VR.
I
Really?
don't know
Yeah,
about
'cause you can
that.
fucking walk into the wall and the ghost can't get you.
Oh, I mean, I mean, yeah, it's kind of busted.
Man, if I could do that in real life, just walk into a
No, like
wall.
seriously, if you see a ghost and there's a wall next to you, just like head turns 90 degrees and just smack it in and you're good because it doesn't understand that your body is contoured like that, so it just thinks that wherever your headset is, your body is. And so if
Mm.
your head's in the wall, you're safe. And then you can just like you can peek out. Oh, ghost's still there. Goodbye. And so it was really funny because like when we first played with Ender and Trevin, she fucking like they were desperate, and I'd been watching Phasmophobia videos. They were desperate to try to like prank me with the ghost, and so I dead ass. I was like, I'm not gonna have any of this fucking shenanigan shit. All right, I want to actually try to find it, but these fuckers were like, sure, 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 sure. So I looked up, I fucking figured out that wall strat, right?
Yeah.
And like hiding in closets and shit. And like I was because it was in VR, I could take off the camera. Or like I could fuck with like the recording camera, so I could like drop it, and so they were like watching me on the cameras outside the truck. And one of them went to the door and started screaming the ghost's name to try to get it haunted, right?
Hmm.
And fucking like, so the ghost starts chasing me, and I'm like, it's my time. I start flicking the flashlight. I drop the camera on the floor and then drop the flashlight in front of it, because I can fucking do that, because I'm actually there. I deadass like laid out the scene and then just like head in a wall. It was so fun. And so they thought that, so they thought I died. So they went in there, were laughing, and I fucking walked out of a wall just like right there and scared the shit out of them.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
Yeah,
But
we should play that
Yeah.
game. Well, I mean, we
maybe.
probably shouldn't, because I don't know. After you get ghost hunt once, it's sort of like, okay, cool, get the gist.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're like, I think the scariest one's probably the school, which is
Or the
huge.
prison. That one was creepy.
Yeah,
Because you got like doors and shit that'll close you out. I mean, the end of the day though, you're always gonna be faster than the ghost, so you can run from it. And that's just sort of like, for me, that's enough, the
Yeah.
adrenaline packed.
yeah, dude.
Oh, but
I'm
something
not a
else
big
is that
horror person, so mm,
oh,
I
yeah.
like scary crap. Scary crap is
I don't like scary crap because my fucking like, well, I get kind of cracked. Like, so here's the story. When I was younger,
Hold on.
my oh
I
yeah.
found a fucking green text. Be on a patrol in Iraq. V-bed explodes a few blocks away. We go to secure the area, and I, a medic, go to treat casualties. Platoon sergeant is with me. He points to a smoldering buttocks attached to nothing else. He hold on.
Anyway, uh, should I just go? Like, is it my
go
turn?
what?
Yeah, or for my bit I was gonna do. Well, it's not a bit, but
Yeah,
yeah, I
go
don't
ahead.
know. Well, one time my dad tried scaring me as a little kid, and I was like, I don't know how, but I had a ball in my hand, and so it was like the house was dark, and he basically, I was like at the top of the stairs looking down, because I was really imaginative, so I was like freaked out by it. So I was just staring at it like, oh, that's scary. And he fucking started running up the stairs at me, and I threw the ball at him and hit him directly in the fucking eye, and he almost had to go to emergency care. So when it comes to horror, I don't really react well, because my instant reaction is like fight more than flight, or like I don't freeze.
Yeah, like dude, like horror movies. Like I'm not trying to brag, but I think I would be the one to survive a horror movie because I'm not an idiot.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
like if I hear a noise in a room, I'm not gonna go investigate. I'm gonna lock the door from the outside and I'm gonna
That
go find something else to do.
No, like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of this shit, like why don't you just hold like Five Nights at Freddy's or the new one, the security breach. Like if I
Yeah,
was in that situation, I would just fucking pick the coziest room with the most snacks, fucking hole up under a desk and take a 6 hour nap and we're done, you know? Like,
Yeah. But also, like, but if I got to use Freddy, I would just like,
just Titanfall it. Fucking play the Doom
yeah,
music. Da 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 da
dude.
da
No,
da
dude.
da. Just
I
ripping the heads
would,
off the security bots.
I would purposely like I would push out Freddy's brain circuits and just make him an exosuit, and then just go to town on the exos and just or on the animatronics
Sorry, little buddy. It's taking too much power,
and
and Daddy
just
needs to
rip them
slay.
limb for limb.
Yeah.
Like maybe except for Monty because he's absurdly big. Like if you've seen Monty,
No, yeah, he's a chump. But at the end of the day, like, they're all about my height. Like, if I were in that, first of all, I'd never be able to get into Freddy. Because I can barely fucking get out of the door in the
yeah,
morning.
nice.
Got him.
That
Got
part
myself.
that's why. Well, I would be really hesitant to actually get inside of the suit of Fredly, or not Fredly, Freddy. Dude, because like you're a spring trap, right, dude? I'm not trying to do that to myself. Like,
Uh, is that what I'm
like
imagining happened? Or like a kid was inside and he just fucking.
no, dude. If you remember Spring Trap, he climbs inside of his suit to hide from the animatronics, and guess what? The spring locks got like stabbed into his skin, and he can't take the suit off, otherwise he dies.
Oh,
Yeah, so like
that's
no,
just
I'm
really
good.
creative. All right, well, cool.
Yeah, yeah. So um,
I mean, why doesn't he
like
just walk the suit to a hospital?
well, because well, first of all, he's a monster. Like humans would shoot that thing down the spot in today's day and age. Like I wouldn't do. Like
Why doesn't he wear like uh? Why doesn't he call 911, explain everything, and then just like they won't be surprised?
but mm, that thing is Springtrap is like he has no skin left. Like
Oh yeah.
and he can barely talk. Like more or less make sounds.
Yeah, alright, we'll need to burn it with fire, you're right.
Yeah, because if you remember, he was trapped in the burning building
I don't
in a
remember.
suit
I was not
that
very
was mostly made of metal. So that metal is now like attached to his skin.
uh
Yeah, it's not pretty. Like, mm, and that like in Halo, honestly, like what you do, just find like a safe spot. Um, like honestly, the safest spot is probably the vents. Is
exactly. They
it,
they can't fit in the well
it,
no, in the other one there's the vent monster, the little one though.
yeah,
So at
if you ever seen
but
Music Man, the little spider thing that's in the vents,
Yeah. No
he's
vent.
no threat. Like,
Okay, not to
it
us.
literally, yeah, no, not to
do
us.
you
You
guys
just
want to
like, I'm sure a
continue to
little
hear the
kid can
green
pull that
text?
thing apart.
Hold on, Mocha. We don't want to hear about man ass. Remember, we are like trying to make something salvageable out of this for
Well,
the recording.
well, yeah, but it's funny.
Okay. And I can, we'll give you, wait,
Being
like,
on patrol in Iraq, VBET explodes a few blocks away. We go to secure the area. I, a medic, go to treat casualties. Platoon sergeant is with me. He points at a smoldering buttocks attached to nothing else. Looks at me and says, "Check out that hot piece of ass." Women are on their knees throwing sand over their shoulders to mourn. I am laughing so hard I have tears running down my face.
nice. America's not a good place. We do not produce good things. Like, that's kind of, yeah. That's why they want us out. I'm just gonna say it now. We do shit like that. That's why they want us out. They're tired. They're sick of our shit. Yeah. So, uh, I'm 16 out of 23. Oh shit, no! Motherfucker. I hate it when that. If I hit the party button on Xbox, it pulls me out of this one. My bad.
You should probably stop talking about that. No worries.
What, the paranormal stuff or what's going on?
No, listen.
Paranormal stuff.
No, this is a
Yeah.
great paranormal thing.
No, my mom pulled me aside and was like, "Yeah, you should probably stop talking about that."
What
Like
are
in
they
the
gonna
most
think?
deadpan, serious way. So
Does she
I,
understand that 90% of
this
the world
one
is
time,
fucking insane and
this
that this
this
doesn't?
one time, I'm gonna listen to her.
All right.
So
Why is it cursed or something?
Well, it
no,
is.
just
It is.
I'm
Well, there is
listening to
taboo
her
to
off
it,
of
I'm
a
sure.
gut instinct.
Oh, okay.
Is it the
So
same gut instinct you felt when the gnomes?
no,
Oh, okay.
different, more like I don't want to
It's more of a
be
gut
lectured
instinct
and
where
beat.
where he doesn't listen to his mom. He'll get hit with a sandal.
A
Yeah,
chancla.
a chunkla.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm a pretty superstitious person, like secretly, even though I try not to
Yeah,
be, but I think I can't help myself because every single time I create like an idea or like a thought, my brain creates a counter thought. And so I like, um,
counterpunch.
yeah, so one time my dad pulled these like mirrored like doors, or no, a neighbor pulled them out of their house because all of our condos are the same, and the bedrooms
Yeah,
have these sliding doors, and the default ones are mirrored ones. And so they pulled them out and they threw them away. My dad and I pulled them out of the trash and we smashed them, just plain and simple. We smashed the mirrors. I smashed the mirrors, and
yeah,
I smashed like three mirrors, or something, and they're 3.5 mirrors. And I don't know if you guys know this, but that's not good because smashing mirrors actually gives you a shit ton of bad luck.
yeah,
Um, and so I did that, and I actually think that I have that bad luck now, and I'm not gonna work it off until the next like 19 years. Like I've been keeping like a steady kind of track. So everything
yeah.
bad that happens to me, I'm just like, oh, there's the mirrors.
Yeah, well, what can you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I try not to do anything bad luck. If I see a ladder, I don't walk under it. Like, even if it involves me like walking through a puddle or something.
Yeah,
What? In what situation is there like a ladder out? And like in the same situation, there's a puddle. Is it just like out in the rain, like over the sidewalk or something?
Yeah, like
You like
in New
step
York,
into the
dude.
road and get hit
Like,
by a car, and your fucking fortune is fulfilled.
no, dude. Because out in New York, bro. There's construction in New York, or in most cities now. There's construction everywhere. And it never stops. So that there's like scaffolding and ladders all over the
yeah.
place, and sometimes I
Well,
walk under it. Not a lot of people don't bat an eye, but I purposely don't walk under it.
they would never do that. Like they'd never have a ladder out like that. I don't
Are
not
you
because
sure?
yes, because if there's a guy up on it and a person just decides to push that ladder down and kill them, like kill that guy, the person could get away with it. Like and just like there's nothing. So ladders like can't be left out. Like if you're like in a building, then it's fine, right? But ladders like that just they shouldn't be out in the open. But scaffolding's different.
Shouldn't.
Scaffolding is
Yeah,
completely different. Scaffolding is fine. Because as long as it's like covered, secured, and shit like that. Because when it comes to construction stuff, the liability is all on them over everything. You know what I mean? One of their workers fucking dies on the job, it's them,
yeah.
Shit like that. It's kind of a rough business. So yeah,
What like country do you think they based the fallen off of?
the Fallen.
Yeah, from Destiny. Like they had to have some sort of like cultural basis.
I don't think they're
What's their
from
juice?
Earth. That's the thing.
What? They're from Earth?
Well, they aren't from Earth. Like what country's culture did they like incorporate?
I don't know. I don't think
I
there's
don't.
not many things. Like
No, I don't
servitors.
think they incorporated it off of anything. I mean,
Hmm.
there's clans. I mean,
Yeah, there's clans always. But,
I
like,
I think it's kind of hard to see any similarities because they're just like
yeah,
scavengers.
the most I can see
so
based off the
Turks,
clans
The what?
and all their melee weapons,
Turks.
probably the
Turks,
Japanese.
Turkey, Turkey.
Well, the Japanese like the Fallen's blades are rough, very rough hewn edges, you know? If you've
Yeah.
seen like the dreg blades, they're basically just, sharp piece of metal with a thing, with like stuff wrapped around the bottom so they don't cut themselves, you know?
If you ever those dregs with the spears,
Oh, the wretches, yeah. Well,
yeah,
they've got the same thing. It's literally just like a piece of metal that's like taped to the end of a spear.
well, mm, if you played Frogger,
Nabuki.
Japanese,
For
there's
armor.
Nobushi.
Yeah.
It's the same weapon.
Well, it's a spear or a pike or whatever you want to call it. I think a pike is a flat point or like a
It's
pike's
something.
no, okay. A spear's got like a blade on the end, I think.
A spear is a pointed end. The thing in Open for Honor, it's essentially a Bowie knife on a spear handle.
Right, right,
That's what
right.
it
But
is. That's
okay, so look up pike if you can. I think a pike is something that it's literally like have you ever seen like a fence, like a wrought iron fence and there's a stab at the top? Oh, these are fish. He's holding this fish, and the fish is just, it looks kind of like a gator.
Well, yeah, pike are like gamers, you know?
Okay, pikes are like, the way I envision, okay, well, maybe not. Well, I thought a pike was like a stabby stab, with just sort of like a giant toothpick. In a spear, that's the same images.
yeah, it's the same weapon, just different names.
Lance versus spear versus pike. What's the difference?
I can fucking tell you.
A lance is like half.
Spears are
So
shorter than pikes, short enough to be used in personal combat. Pikes are long, so they can be used in formation warfare. Okay.
Oh.
if you know a lance,
Yeah, yeah. Those are like for horses.
uh, yeah, it's a horseback weapon.
Yeah.
It's super heavy, it's just super solid. So,
And it breaks your arm if you hit
uh,
something wrong.
actually, a lance was most of the time. There's a blend. It's just when you're on horseback, you're going so fast, just you shatter someone's ribs and possibly just. It's essentially having a hole punch through you, not like stabs, but like a fist going through your rib cage.
Oh, there you go.
The more you know.
It's actually more lethal than a spear, strangely enough.
Well, yeah, because, our body isn't designed to absorb like shocked impacts. It's also
Yeah.
not designed to get stabbed, but a shock
It's
impact
not
will like,
designed. Yeah, it's not designed to. Yeah.
yeah, if only fucking nature understood just like how much warfare we'd indulge in. They're fucking, have you seen that, there's somebody did a simulation of like this is what the human body would look like if it was designed to survive a car crash.
I've
And
Yeah, it's
seen
like a
that,
fucking
and I hate the
orb.
model of it.
it's
Yeah,
so
it's like a
chunky.
mass.
Dude, and its body looks like a fucking trash can, grew spindly little legs and things.
It reminds me of MODOK from Marvel.
Who?
Ever heard of MODOK?
Murdoch?
Which one was
Yeah,
that?
MODOK.
Is that the
Oh,
evil Doctor Strange or is that someone else?
We should look up MODOK.
Okay.
Do it. Trust me, you'll get a kick out of this.
Murdoch. Murdoch Mysteries. Murdoch Marvel.
There you go, MODOK Marvel.
I'm seeing Daredevil. Oh, nope. There he is. I know this one. I didn't know that was his name. It's MODOK. MODOK. It's like a abbreviation.
Yeah.
He's he's beautiful.
If that's what you consider beautiful, then if, if any ladies are watching this
He's
video right
peak
now, stand a
human performance.
chance.
He's peak human performance.
what? Send me a picture of him. Let me
MODOK?
see.
No, just literally look up MODOK. No spaces.
MODOK.
Oh man, what were those toys that existed that were like
Wait,
beans?
why is he? What the fuck is on his forehead?
That'd be
He's
a laser, I think.
Yeah, the laser.
He's wielding the fifth
he
Chaos
looks
Emerald.
like he looks like a fucking like spam can, but like the front got cut off.
The dude looks like a can of spam.
You guys are
Oh,
mean
that's
to my boy.
great.
He's a good boy. He's a good old Modoc.
Fuck ya, boy.
Listen, Modoc, he dripping.
What do you mean he dripping?
He dripping. He got the
What
drip.
drip?
He got the drip.
What drip?
I bet he could
He
survive a
built like
car
a fucking.
accident.
Oh boy.
We're doing our boy wrong.
Hey, we're not doing him wrong. You're doing him wrong. Modoc I'm out here with Modoc, alright? I stand Modoc. Uh. So Johnny, you saw Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, I saw Spider-Man.
Pretty good, right?
Shut the fuck up about
Yeah, dude,
Spider-Man.
that was awesome.
You don't understand how good it was.
I
Okay.
don't care.
You should watch it. You should go to your local Mormon church and watch it.
No.
I'm sure the pastor there would be very happy to indoctrinate yet another young
No.
soul. Um, and that
No.
you could probably watch the film for free. You know.
No.
Yes.
I don't want to be. I don't want to do that.
So
Oh,
our fault
too
then.
bad.
Yeah, you gotta work the land, Boca. You gotta understand where you're at in life, alright? Who knows? Maybe with some convincing, he'll even buy you a Series X.
I think you should do it.
I think you understand the power of load times, and
Yeah, dude,
you need
I
to get
don't
on it.
have any load times for my
They don't
Xbox, and
exist.
it's
Load times are gone.
like
Load times give me fucking time to look at my Instagram and become more racist.
You're not gonna get. Well, I take it back. You probably will get more racist off Instagram.
I get more racist day by day.
Ugh. I stayed up till like 8 or 9 this morning, and I woke up at 4 again today. So I'm definitely gonna try to fix my sleep schedule. And I'm just so fucking tired. My head is killing me. So have you guys like know much about Payday besides like the Badger videos?
I
What?
would play the demo a bunch, and that is it.
All right, so do you guys mind if we do mostly stealth?
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay.
down.
I'm cool
So,
with
okay, so the thing about stealth, right, is that because we're doing it stealthy, we can do it on the hardest difficulty, like
Yeah.
max difficulty, because if we don't get caught, it doesn't matter. You feel
it.
me?
Okay.
So it's kind of quirky in that the whole gist is that you like, don't get it like it's rough. Anyway, it's cool. I think we'd like.
Yeah.
I played probably like
How close is your download?
91%.
Okay.
I might just stop.
So I'm good to load in right now.
Yeah, I might stop the podcast and just go chill or go get
Okay.
some food and take this headset off. Try to get my
I'm
ears to
cool with
stop
it.
pounding.
All right. Good luck.
Hang out.